Okay, so in this video, we're gonna put together our cute little freebie slider box with our nice little mushroom on it. And I have all the pieces here in front of me. I've already gone ahead and folded everything at the score marks. And we're gonna begin with this piece here. And as you can see, we've got this little overlay piece that is gonna get glued down so that it matches up with the little holes in this piece here. So we can go ahead and begin putting glue on this piece here. Make sure you get that glue out to the edges so that we can have it lay nice and flat on the box. Okay, and try to get that glue out into these little nooks and crannies so that it sits nicely all the way around. And then just do your best to get that perfectly aligned with those holes. Okay, and then doing so, you should have a nice even little border going all the way around this piece here. And I actually didn't get it centered very well, so I'm just kind of adjusting it. Okay, so that is our first piece, and that looks pretty straight enough. Okay, and next we're going to put this piece on here, and that is, you just want to make sure that these little cutouts here line up with these cutouts here. Okay, and I actually did take a little ink pad and just kind of ran some bluish turquoise color around the edge. I'm guessing that you are probably not going to do it at with the exact same colors, so you're welcome to ink this however you want, or you don't have to ink it. That's completely up to you. So we'll go ahead and get our glue on this piece here and just work it out to the edge. Okay, and just get some glue inside all these little nooks and crannies as well. Make sure that this sits nicely. And again, when we align this, we just want to make sure that we are overlaying it so that these little cutouts here match up with the layer below. Okay, just kind of adjust things as necessary. There we go. Okay. So that is that. And then we can go ahead and get the rest of this in place here. So there's our next little mushroom. I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on this mushroom here. Don't need a lot. Okay, and let's pop that right there, like so. And then we've got a nice little flat mushroom on this side here. Get our glue on it and pop that right there. And then we've got this little bottom part of the mushroom where all the little veins are, or whatever you want to call them. I forget the technical term. The spores. And we're going to glue that right about there. Just like that. Okay. All right, so now that we've got this on here, we're going to go ahead and we can actually assemble this flat. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to tuck this tab in, and let's get our glue on the tab, and we want some glue out to the edge. Okay, I'm going to smear that flat. It'll give us a nice clean seam, and it will actually dry a lot faster. And I'm just going to take this little flap here and smush it down like so. Let that dry. Okay, and then voila, there's the little slider mechanism, and here's the actual portion of the box that is going to hold whatever item we put into it. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and put some glue on this tab here, and then work a little bit out to the edge. Okay, and I'm just going to smear that flat and get that nice and aligned, just like that. And I'm going to put this flat on my table so I can just push down like that and get it to hold a lot quicker without potentially creasing my paper. And I'm just going to work our way around the other tabs here. Okay. Get that one glued in place. Just make sure that you've got it nice and lined up. And I can put that flat on my table as well and push down to get that to stick. Okay, and that just leaves 2 more tabs. And we're just doing the same exact thing here. Just getting our glue on the tab a little bit out to the edge. Then I'm going to go ahead and flatten out a little bit. And get that glued into place. And just push down. And then finally, our last little tab here, a little bit of glue out to the edge, and just flatten that out and close it up. So this is a decent sized little box for a nice little gift, maybe a bracelet, a necklace, a gift card, anything that you can fit into this. It's about, so this is a good sized box. We've got about 6 inches in length and 3 inches wide, roughly. And that's pretty much it. So the idea is then we take this and just slide it in, slide it out. You can put little matches in there or whatever you want to put in there. And I'm just gonna finish this off by putting a few little rhinestones here in the corner just to jazz it up. And I'm gonna actually put my glue down first, grab my little pick-me-up tool, and just pop that right in the corner, just like that. Get that nice and centered. And I'm actually just placing the glue in the spot that I want it, just to make life easier. Just like that. This pick-me-up tool, you guys have seen me use this quite often in my projects when I'm putting rhinestones down. It just makes easy work of it, because sometimes it does get a little tedious dealing with these small pieces and trying to pick them up or whatnot. So that's that. We've got our little rhinestones in place. And finally, I'm just going to accent these little mushrooms here with just some of these liquid pearls. Okay, and actually, let me clean off the little nozzle here. Just kind of push out just enough and just add a little dot in the spots that you want it. Try to keep it consistent and just along the base of our little mushroom here, just to kind of pretty it up a little bit more. Just like that, and then we'll do a little bit down this one here. Just have to be very subtle with the pressure on these. Oops, that was almost a little disaster there. I have a little bit of a steady hand to do this. This is probably the closest I will come to operating, but these are definitely a lot easier to work with than really tiny rhinestones. So, and just make sure that you give this ample time to dry. And there you go. We got our cute little box, and it's ready for a gift.
Stay on top of all things Dreaming Tree and engage with us today. Get the latest news and enter in our giveaways on Facebook. Get inspired by following us on Pinterest. Be the first to see our new product launches on Instagram. Do you prefer Twitter? Yep, we're there too. Watch our beautiful product trailers and assembly tutorials on YouTube. For more information, visit www.3dsvg.com. Live, craft, love, and dream.